The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Can you smell it?
What'd you do over there?
Whoa.
Not that. It's a new studio, and football is in the air, baby! You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas, where it is lovely 96 degrees. The high is going to be 102. Woo. We got a little relief, but it's back in the hundreds, fellas. But football is in the air. We got a lot to talk about. We don't have enough time to do it, so let's get after it. Hanging with the Boys the People show, brought to you by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Hey, how you doing, Cooks?
Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, Nate Newton. I am Shannon Gross. How was your weekend, fellas?
Good.
Mine was great. Mine was
You had
awesome.
a big weekend.
Yeah. What'd you do, Nate?
Rode up to Canton, Ohio, and did the Black College Legacy. It was a football game, Black College football. I wasn't paying attention. I was too much just having fun with my wife, taking pictures, sending them back to everybody.
Had a
That's
good
what I
time?
did. Oh, great. I love it when I go to Canton.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it because, you tour the Hall of Fame and you watch these kids play, and I loved it. Virginia Union, I think, in Morehouse, I want to say. I could have that wrong, too, but I love it, man.
Your bestie had a hell of a day on Saturday, didn't he?
Man, Prime. I talked to him, too. I talked to him. I said, Prime, you was
Before or
a little,
after?
After. I said, you was a little overboard on that post game. He said, well, I saw a couple of guys that had been taking shots at me during the whole offseason. And he said, I had a chance to get back at him, Nate, and I wasn't passing it up. He went at him in that post game. I'm like, whoa.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, good. Glad you had a good weekend. Kurt, what'd you do?
Y'all know my mentals was good.
Your mentals was good?
Yeah, but and I got my teeth fixed, so I didn't. No, I'm waiting on you.
Oh, I still gotta go. Still gotta go.
I didn't have it near exciting a weekend. Just hung around the house, But mental's good.
Yeah.
Kicking along.
How about the guy that never wears hats that has a hat on today?
He called
Never
you
wear
out.
a hat.
He called you
I
out,
never
bro, Jess.
ever wear a hat.
Cowboys
ever.
hat, too.
I never say never. As much as you said I wear it. I had a good weekend, though.
Good.
I didn't go to the game, but I watched it, and it was exciting.
There might not be a better game this year.
I thought to myself, has there been a game? Because as I'm getting ready to watch this game, I was like giddy and like juiced up to watch.
Were you really?
And I had zero interest, zero rooting interest.
Right.
I don't have anything to go on with TCU. I have anything. I don't.
Yeah.
Why were you so
Buffaloes,
excited?
No clue.
Because you had a T-shirt?
I had a T-shirt, but I mean, that the way I said it wasn't a football game. It was an event.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't a football game. It was an event. It gave me the feels of when Floyd Mayweather was in his prime and he would fight. Mm-hmm. Like, it was an event. I got a chance to see Floyd in Vegas.
Against who?
Young Canelo.
Yeah.
It was an event. Like, everything that went around the boxing, and that's what I felt like this game was, and it lived up to the hype plus 10. So I mean, that was it. That was the highlight of my weekend. Just seeing that watching that game. And
Buffalo fan now?
no,
No?
I'm still a Tar Heel fan.
Okay.
But I like the unconventional style and way that Deion has approached this thing, and he's winning. He's won. I should say won. He won.
Yeah.
Winning, you need more than one. But
There are very few athletes ever, maybe a couple handfuls, where you can say, now him being a coach, I think he fits in this. Certain sports are better when certain athletes are in it and they're doing a good job. Now that he's in coaching, I think that's good. It's good for college, college football all the way around.
You guys surprised he's been successful as a coach? A lot of these great players aren't really great coaches,
And I am for that very reason. Mm-hmm. But then you take a minute, you think about it. Deion's the kind of guy with his history could cut the line. right? Like he could cut the line. He hadn't. He had his truth program where he did little league football, basketball, baseball, went the high school route, done that at Trinity Christian, and then he went to HBCU, and then he jumped to a Power 5 program. Like if there's people who can cut the line, Deion has enough credentials. I mean, trust me, there's enough nepotism to cut the line going on in professional sports, college sports, and the coaching ranks. He has the credentials to go, I ain't got to coach high school and college, and I can just go right to the big-time program. He didn't. And so I'm surprised because most star players don't have that kind of success, but he is one who has put in the 10,000 hours, the sweat equity. And so he's now reaping the benefits of all the things that he sowed.
You know, I just watch, in another thing that he does, he has no problem picking up the phone saying, Coach Saban, how would you handle this? You know, he'll call one of his friends at one of the other Power 5 schools and say, hey, man, have you been through this? And so when you're willing to receive, you know, you can do better. And then he want a relationship with the kids, not that over the top where when you walk down the hall, we slapping fives and all that, because you still got to do your job. But he want to be able to talk like we talk and still be able to keep it professional. And so, he puts a lot of work into it. I watch him when I go sometime. I'll be like, what you doing now? Well, I'm just going down the list of guys who've been studying film. I'm going down the list of guys who have done extra work in the weight room. Well, I think of these two guys, I'm letting them know in practice they got to fight it out because they about equal. You equal on the field, but this guy here a little bit ahead in film study, but this guy over here been lifting a little bit more weights. Let's find out this week. And he'll tell them, like, hey, it's between you two. Your coach will decide who it'll be. You know, so it's competition all around the place, and it's understanding that you got to earn your job.
Yeah.
The only one who was given the job was his quarterback.
I think that was a good call. Let him have the looks of things. Now the question is, how long before he's the head coach of Florida State?
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. That Florida State coach just pulled off a bomb this week. That Florida State coach
It's tough to watch.
And then when world, I thought they were gonna beat LSU. I said sold out with LSU because I like their coach, from Notre Dame. But some stuff happened this week, fellas.
Yeah.
Jesse, what did you do this week, man? Besides the
my
game?
Tar Heels beat another SEC school. Just want to put that out there.
Okay, all right. Who they thump?
All I'm saying is a school from Durham and a school from Chapel Hill beat two football schools of the SEC.
Right.
I mean, well, not
They
two football.
played
South Carolina.
That was a Carolina rival there, wasn't it?
It was only one Carolina. There's the other school in South Carolina.
South
There's
one.
only one Carolina.
It's only one Carolina.
But yeah, school in Durham, school in Chapel Hill.
Well, how about your college this week?
I don't know.
How did they do? My college won Florida A&M. How about your college?
I need to look that up.
I don't even know.
The Raging Cajuns.
No, the ULM Warhawks.
Yeah.
I need to look that. That's a great question. I think they played Navy this weekend.
Yeah.
I think I'll look it up when I have time. So, all right, let's take phone calls Friday. You want to take
Friday?
phone calls
All right.
Friday?
Sure.
All right. So call us Friday. You can
Is that the best?
You can
Is that the best?
You can text us today,
Kind
though.
of defeated there, man.
You can text us today.
Out of the schedule here.
817-290-3298.
Tuesday to Friday.
Forget Wednesday and Thursday.
Let me give this number out again. 817-290-3298. Text us, and I'll see if I can read it over here. And
Cowboys got a game this weekend.
Well, you know when our offensive lineman got hurt,
Hey,
so you know I'm crushed.
when do y'all? Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
When do we want to do our season picks? You want to do that Thursday or Friday?
I was thinking Friday, but
Friday.
whatever.
All right, Chris,
Doesn't
will you
matter, we
print
got
us
time.
some things out Thursday, and we can do them after the show?
All your picks for the whole year?
Or just a schedule that way.
Yeah,
we
I got it.
We can then you can give them back to us on Friday. So let's talk about that offensive lineman. What's going on with
Man,
Tyler Smith?
our
And where did that come from?
Yeah.
our training camp worries have become our regular season nightmare.
Yeah.
And it's not even regular season yet.
It is regular
Yeah,
season.
it's regular
Is it
season,
now regular
bro.
season? I thought you had to play a game for it to be regular
It's
season.
now the preseason.
And where did
coming,
this
yeah.
come from? You've had a week off, and now all of a sudden it's like,
Big men got them, they get to moving around in there.
Oh, Jesus, man, my greatest fears.
And for the injury, Tyler Smith left practice yesterday with a hamstring injury. Jerry Jones said this morning they're getting an MRI on that hamstring and to get further explanation of what happened in it. But, again, anytime you got to go get an MRI, that's a little bit that's not just a little normal.
Soft tissue thing like that.
And I always, just my personal opinion, when it comes to feet, ankles, knees, hammies, back, with offensive linemen, the way you have to anchor down and have that push and that drive, I don't know. I don't know. But the thing that we
Awesome
feared,
Richards.
the thing that we feared coming into this season, we thought it was going to be a Smith.
Yeah. Like you said, this is the one guy we haven't talked about, haven't been worried about.
We thought it was going to be a Smith. We didn't think it was going to be Tyler Smith. But here we are with the hamstring injury. Also, Donovan Wilson, he may not play this weekend. Still recovering from his.
How big of a deal is that?
We got safeties, baby.
We're good there.
Yeah,
We good.
We got some safeties.
We good. Nah, but I do think we're good.
Hey, man, don't be trying to holler. He tried to holler across the table. We good. Don't do that, Jess.
You did say.
Oh, well, I thought we were.
No, you did say. What's the guy's name? Richardson.
Awesome Richards.
You just said that with great confidence, and you projected that name. You feel good about that backup spot?
That's what Coach. I'm just doing what Freaky Mike did when Dak went down. You know, Cooper Rush. He said it with authority. And he held up for 34 games.
Richards hadn't played guard, though. He's your swing tackle, right?
He is swinging right to that left guard. That boy can't get there. Yeah.
TJ Bass, is he your backup
No,
guard
Bass,
now?
he played a lot of the right guard. And they saying the other kid, 71, Idaga. I just didn't see it I did not see it in training camp. And then he got hurt. So, fellas.
We still good?
We good.
Okay,
Awesome Richards, baby.
If you lose one guy on that offensive line, is the season wreck. Now, if you lose two, you're in trouble. But if you lose just one guy on that offensive line, it's not going to wreck the season, is it?
No, I don't think so. Freaking Mike done been through this.
Yeah.
No, not the season. I do think and believe that this is. I believe. Sorry.
I can fly.
I think you can take this kind of little bit of conundrum with this offensive line situation and find the blessing in it. Because if this injury is far more than what we believe it's going to be, and a hamstring usually can be 2 or 3 week type injury sometimes, depending on the grade of it. This now puts the pressure back on Steven and Mr. Jones and Will McClay to go and get some more quality offensive linemen, whether that be via trade or trying to find someone on the street. And I think that will help you down the line, because what it does is you now have a veteran or two that you went and picked up because of this loss. And now this is all predicated on if Tyler Smith is hurt significantly. But now what happens is you get a veteran guy that comes in and he plays a couple weeks till Tyler Smith comes back. Tyler Smith comes back, he gets his spot back, but then that veteran is now a part of your roster. He's learned your system, he's been around your system, he's kind of got antiquated to the game. Now you have him for the long run in the event that someone else gets hurt, that probably his last name Smith. Now you'll be able to have a little bit more security at those spots and offensive line. I'm just trying to do glass half full.
When do they need to do that? Now?
When this MRI comes back, and it's bad, yeah, now.
They might need to do it if it comes back good. They need that depth, right? A veteran guy to come in here.
We good.
You fine? You good?
We good. Good as we gonna be.
Good as we're gonna be.
I tried to tell after the first 2 rounds, I argued with all the guys on every show. Because remember, it was about the running back that's in Atlanta, the great little running back from
Bijan
Texas.
Robinson.
And if it's I say, y'all, I don't care what get a lineman. And I was being funny. I said, but after the second round, the third, fourth, fifth, it should be all offensive linemen. I said, because this league is hurting. We're not the only team. I'm telling you, it's like 27 other teams out there that are hurting that has only 6 linemen. They don't know who the 7th and 8th guys are. And we're in that same boat. And there's a lot of teams out there like that. That's why I'm not going to panic. It's just how good is your offensive line coach? how good is your offensive coordinator and trying to set things up.
Here's the other. Since Jesse, you were half glass full, I'll go half glass full with you.
Okay.
Nate just hit it on the head. There's 31 other teams that don't know who 7 and 8 are.
Right.
There's been years recently around here we didn't know who 4, 5, and 6 were. So we're in a lot better shape than we've been some years.
Yeah,
right?
You're right.
So I don't know. Oh, Nate from Mike from Houston wants to know, Nate, who should the backup swing tackle be?
If this MRI come back good, it should be Austin Richards.
That's your guy?
Yeah,
That's your backup guy?
But believe it or not, he's my backup swing tackle and my left backup guard. We have a right guard in TJ Bass, but like my man said, Kurt, it's nowhere in the world we can have 2 injuries.
No.
It's just that can't happen this year, and if it does, Coach McCarthy gonna have to do his since the Super Bowl. He had that same type of injury during the Super Bowl when he made the Super Bowl run with Aaron, and they had a lot of injuries, and a lot of them was to his offensive line. But they were a little bit more of a veteran team that had played together. This offensive line has not played together. It's not.
So you're thinking that the rookie Richardson?
Awesome Richards.
Yeah, Richards. It's easier for
It's
him
hard
to
to
move
say
from.
awesome,
yeah,
ain't it?
I know. It's easier for him to move from tackle
Listen to you messing with
to
somebody
guard than
about
it would be to move
names.
Bass from right guard
No,
to
let me
left
get
guard.
this straight. I was not messing with him about pronouncing names.
You said it's hard to say Austin, isn't it?
No, it's hard to say awesome because you calling a dude, we don't know what he gonna do. I know what his name is, but he ain't awesome. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was going to. He ain't awesome. Is he awesome, Jesse? We don't know, do we?
He's a Tar Heel. Of course he's awesome.
Okay, Jess.
Go
Do
Heels.
you think it's easier for him to move the rookie to move from swing tackle to left guard than it would be for the rookie to move from right guard to left guard?
I just ain't. I had a problem being a right guard and a left guard, and this kid may be better than me. But Austin Richards practiced at left guard.
Did you hear what Nate just said?
This kid might be better than me. I
This
didn't say
kid
anything.
might not be better than me. Are you kidding me?
I said this kid may be better than me.
Right. Do you realize how much weight that statement carries?
If he,
I would
can play,
argue-
if he can play both them guards, he is better than me because I can only play left guard. I can, but
that doesn't
anyway.
make him better than you. He might be better adapted.
I'm hoping he is because I need him to get to the playoffs. But anyway, what you were saying, I just hope that this kid played both left guard and left tackle, Austin Richards, in training camp, and he played hard. He played efficient. Okay. Now the plays kind of got junky on him sometime. He kind of went the wrong way, but though he's been on that one side and he's been doing well. Whereas the other kid, Bass, has been playing right guard. So it is what it is. But he can play left guard. I'm not saying he can't, but I just don't like a whole lot of moving around. Because the more you move and the more people get moved, that continuity get lost. And all of a sudden you got 4 or 5 guys going the wrong way, boy. Dak has to pay for that.
All right, let's take our first break. Before we go, though, Anthony from Pennsylvania texted in, and he said he joined the show a little bit late. He wants to know what the status of finding out about this Ring of Honor font is. I think Jesse missed his window with,
I did. I
with
missed
Mr.
it.
Jones.
Yeah.
So Kurt's got to run that down.
Ring of Honor font. Okay.
We only talked about it for 3 shows. Kurt, don't act like you don't know what we're talking about.
He ain't gonna know what the Ring of Honor font is.
No, but you can find out what it is.
Okay. All right.
Find that out.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, next time you interview Jerry, just slip that in there.
The next time I interview Jerry, sure.
Have you interviewed Jerry?
Not directly. I've been at interviews with him, but I have not spoken to him.
Really?
Interviewed him.
Do we know you?
Does Jerry know who you are?
I've
know your
spoken
name?
to him, but I haven't interviewed
Do
him.
he say hello, Kurt?
No, he don't know who I am, probably.
Why?
He might know the...
Make your presence felt.
He's probably like, I know who that guy
Just
is.
walk up there. Just always say, hey, Mr. John, I'm Kurt. I
And
work
he'll
for you.
say, here's your pink slip, bye.
Steven, does
No, he
Steven know
won't.
you?
Yeah,
Steven knows you?
I think so.
Okay.
Lord Jesus, man.
We know Will McClay knows you.
Yeah, yeah.
And Scott.
What, do you want to go through the whole staff now?
Maybe. Chris, print that off in the break. We'll go.
What off in the break?
Our whole staff. We're going to go down the list and see who knows
There's
Kurt.
a media guy in there if
Next.
you just grab it.
Who knows Kurt next on Hanging with the Boys? We'll be right back.
Man.
Jesse, you know it?
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole made with real Hass avocados will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouthwatering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the People Show. Hanging with the Boys, where the second segment is brought to
We really need
you
an off-air paper.
by blockchain.com each and every day. Welcome back to the SWBC podcast studio. Oh, thanks for that, Nate. I got my blood going. Appreciate that.
If y'all can just know what happens in these breaks. God.
What is it? What most viewed?
Yeah, most
We need a
People Show.
paper prescription.
you know, most viewed show on YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
Even if that's not true, I'm going to keep saying award winning. So
Well, we got some more award-winning guys now.
we apologize. Nate told us in the break that everybody's going to be mad at us because we spent the whole first segment talking about Austin Richards.
Awesome.
Richards. But we thought it was important. We have one of the best to ever do it in the room with us, and we wanted to get his take. So that's a very important part of this team.
Yes, it
This
is.
team's going to rely heavily on the offense, and, we need to know what we got up front. Are we going to the Super Bowl this year? Should we just ask that? Because everybody thinks we are.
Buy your tickets.
Everybody thinks they're going. What do they have? Okay, first question what is success this year? What is success for you? It's winning
NFC
2 playoff
Championship
games, right?
game. Yes,
Getting
sir.
there, right?
Yes, sir. NFC Championship game. Get there, baby. Yes,
Okay,
that's the
getting-
that's
ticket.
success for you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you, Kurt?
Yeah, I'd say the same.
Just getting
at
there
least.
or winning it?
Wow.
Get to the NFC Championship game.
They really need to get to the NFC Championship game, but I don't know if. Yeah. I would
What
say
is
they're
this?
big
What is this
success.
ownership
It would be
group?
disappointing.
What
if
is
they
this
didn't make
ownership
that
group gonna consider?
I would think the same.
Success.
They're going to be
Just
disappointed.
get there.
Yeah,
Okay.
if they don't get out of the second round.
Jesse's shaking his head. I don't know if he agrees with that. What do you think, Jess?
You know, sometimes you inspire me, Nate, and then sometimes you make me you disappoint me so much.
How is that, Jeff?
Because there's only one road to success. There's only one answer to the question, and that's to win the Super Bowl.
Win it?
What this team is more talented than it's ever been. Mm-hmm. More talented than it's ever been. You the bad man is out of your conference. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I mean, the road is paved and set for you to go and win this thing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It's probably been the 90s since they've had this much talent on both sides of the ball.
If this team is not playing for a Super Bowl in February, it's failed. It's failed significantly.
Especially given the window.
You've gotten no more Tom Brady, no more Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
Brock Purdy.
If you can't beat Brock Purdy, then you don't deserve.
Yeah.
You don't deserve. I mean, I don't know what more you want. Like this team, what? You have everything that you can ask for. You got, if they stay healthy, a decent offensive line. You have a top 10 quarterback. You have a top 10 wide receiver. You have one of the best number 2 receivers in the National Football League. You have a young group of tight ends. You have a running back who, by the numbers, was one of the best running backs last year in yards per carry, short yardage, and big plays. You have arguably the best defensive player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Fall wherever you may. You can say Aaron Donald. You can say Nick Bosa. You can say T.J. Watt. Whatever. Micah Parsons in that conversation. You got all that you need up front. You wasted the first round, not wasted. You spent the first round pick on a defensive line, interior lineman. I think Tank is still a really good, solid player. You got the 3-headed monster that you want in the backfield. You have
corners.
You have 2 corners. One who was defensive player of the year one time. One who led the league in the interceptions another time. Your defense has the most creative turnovers in the last 2 seasons. I don't know what more you want. I don't know what more that you have to put on this football team for it to say to this team. There's only one answer to that question. And if it's not hoisting the Lombardi in February, then we've wasted. I shouldn't say we wasted our time. We had a good time together, but it's a failure.
Do you think ownership feels that way, or do you think if they get there or the NFC champion? Because what
I want to say, I'm not going to say. Because it might get me in trouble, being the fact that it's the ownership and that ownership still cuts me a check. And they're not muzzling me. I'm using mature caution, the things that I say at times when it comes to ownership. But next question.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
You sold me. You sold me, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
So you're out
all the way.
Super Bowl or bust?
Well, I agree. It's the windows now. What else can you give them?
Like literally, what else can you add to this football team?
Literally in 2.5 minutes, Jesse talked you completely out of your opinion.
Yep.
That was a good speech.
Good job, Jesse.
You know how many girls I done talked out of? I mean,
I'm telling you, good. That was a good speech. NFC Championship Game.
So Nate's on the NFC Championship Game.
Yes,
Kurt
sir.
and Jesse, your Super Bowl win or bust. So
can I ask a random
What about
question?
you, bro?
Yeah. What about you?
I think there's 2 different answers to that. There's
right?
There's probably 3. It's probably 3.
Don't get a rash riding that fence now.
One is what do I see as success? I was here for 19 years.
And you saw nothing.
I don't know what success is, so a little bit of success.
And that's what disappoints me about you.
A little bit of success, because he was here.
For 3 of them.
Yeah. But he's ridden that train to the 27-year stop.
Go home
now?
today, open the safe, and just put them on and go. Just dust them off and look at them.
They still around?
Yeah.
You need to bring them up here one day. Wear them on the show. We need to see them.
Your money ain't that long. But anyway.
But I mean, to your point, like, I would.
You might need to come and just wave them around the building, and it may
put some. It's kind of like sage.
Yeah, just
kind of like
rub them
sage.
on,
Put
just
it
go
in
around
the
and start rubbing
Me
them
and
on
Mike
players.
just hit together. Huh?
Just start rubbing them on
Be like the
players.
rings that Thanos and Stone.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, I think getting to the NFC Championship Game is one more step. But listening to your point, I get it. Like at some point, you got to take that jump to be successful. Like
I don't want to cut you off, but I'm going to cut you off.
Cut me off.
What does the NFC game prove? What does it prove? What does it prove? You get to the NFC game and you lose. What does that prove?
You made progress. It makes you feel better as a fan.
And then next year, what? Then next year, what?
Then you got to
the
win it
next-
next year.
But
Then
what
you
would
win
be
it.
the next step?
Winning it.
I mean, but what would you
Give 'em 2
add?
years.
So you get to the NFC Championship game. Now you got to win another 30 years to get to the Super Bowl? No.
No, the next year.
But Come
Baby
on.
steps. We're not used to success.
Baby steps.
Like they got to the second round of the playoffs
Baby
last year. It's
steps,
like, all right,
baby.
we're getting better, and then get me to the NFC Championship game and then win
baby
the Super Bowl.
steps.
See,
You don't have
but
the
that's
kids
what
big
I've
enough-
been.
bigger than
That's
Chris
what I've been
still
saying
on
for the
the-
last 3 years. Let's go to the NFC Championship game.
I'm not saying I would be happy with that. I would be satisfied. I think
You would be happy.
as a franchise.
be
That
happy.
would be success. I would be happy.
You would
The
be happy.
NFC Championship game, when you get there, anything can happen. But anything can happen in the second round. Normally, the better team win. But when you get to the NFC Championship game, anything can happen. And my example is when everybody was telling us that we wasn't going to beat the 49ers the first time we went to the NFC Championship game. But it proved to me, once you get to the NFC Championship game, anything can happen.
What about the Super Bowl?
Super Bowl, you better win it because
What about the Super Bowl? They thought Buffalo, anything can happen. Buffalo got the brakes beat off of them.
But see, this
They got routed 3 times.
going to the Super Bowl and losing cannot be. Now that's where you'll lose me. That cannot be an option. If you go to the Super Bowl, ain't but one thing you can do is win it, because normally whoever loses that Super Bowl, you go check their record. It's worse than the Super Bowl winner the following year. So you don't want to lose that, because that's when you may have another 30 years getting there. The 49ers just seem to fall into the NFC Championship game every year for some reason.
So to follow that up, is Coach on the hot seat this year?
No.
You think he's good?
He ain't,
Yeah.
he ain't
We
on
good?
the cool seat. Because, again, this is his 4th year. Mm-hmm. Yes? All right. Okay. This is your 4th year. I've given you the world. I've given you play calling now. I've given you everything that you asked for. I went and got a legit number 2. You have a star in number 1, right? I gave you a running back. I gave you a fullback. Hell, I gave you a fullback. In this day and age, I gave you a fullback. Defensively, again, I've given you everything you wanted. And if you can't get to the Super Bowl and make it a game at least, but if you can't get there, then what else can I do with you? What else could, now I got to start looking around and going, maybe you're not the guy. Maybe because maybe you're good for regular season, but I'm facing the same problem I faced for the last 30 years. And I don't know how this roster can get any better, honestly. Like, realistically, we can sit here and make believe stuff and say, oh, well, shoot, you got another pass rusher, you got another this, you got. But I don't know how you can realistically make this roster better than what it is right now on paper.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. NFC Championship game, baby. Here we come.
That'll on Friday when we take calls on Friday, not today, tomorrow, or Thursday. That's going to be the lead in. What is success? Before you even start asking a question, what is success to you this year? Because I'm interested to know what the fans think. Yeah. I think most of them are probably going to think what Nate.
No, they don't think what
Kurt
Jesse.
originally. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it's been so long since they've had tasted success that a successful season
You
to
act
them
like you've been
will
gone for
be.
more than 3 years.
I'm gonna look up
Cowboys.
all the staff members on this. Dan Quinn and Justin Rudd and Chris Hall, and I'm looking up all these guys, and we're gonna go by. And we're gonna ask them 2 questions.
Here's the deal.
We'll ask them 2 questions.
That's not fair.
We're gonna ask him 1. Do you know Kurt?
Do you know Kurt Daniels?
That's the first question we're gonna
That's
ask.
the first
him.
question.
Nope. Do you know Kurt? And 2. What is success
But here's
to you?
here's the difference. To a fan is completely different than to a staff member and someone that grows up playing football and coaching football. Because the only
Look at
answer,
Rich Bean. This is Chris Bean's brother right here, y'all.
they look just alike.
They do.
Except Chris got all the ugly.
Wow.
Golly, guys. Jeez. I'm just in here trying to produce.
There's a huge difference. If you play the game or you coach the game, there's only one answer.
What's the answer?
Win. Win.
Not to him. He wants to go to the NFC Championship.
I don't coach and I don't play anymore.
What's
Thank
funny, you know what he's doing? He's sandbagging because every year it's 17-0, and they're and
17-0 has nothing to do with the national.
He's hedging his bet this year. He thinks if he downplays it that they'll actually get there. But Jesse, I agree. If you go anybody in that book that's a coaching member or football operations member or a player, they're going to tell you there's only one goal. One goal. But I think from a fan's perspective, success could mean a lot of different things.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as McCarthy, is it cut and dried win-loss? I mean, what if Dak gets hurt or there's injuries or they play well, but Philly's just better?
Coach McCarthy is good.
Yeah. I think he's fine as long as he gets to the second round again. And it also, how you go out, right? How that season ends. And
I don't know. They lose in the second round again and get steamrolled. I don't. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Chris, please keep this show. And please keep the segment where Jesse just
Chris is busy drafting. He ain't got time to mark stuff on this show.
Let's see if he.
Kurt just switching out.
Well, we know Chris know you. We know Chris know you now. Yeah.
All right, let's take our last break. When we come back, talk about Coach McCarthy a little more. And we'll remind you that we're taking calls again on Friday on Hanging with the Boys.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
James Wright here, your 2022 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year. You know how much I love my Cowboys, and I am thrilled to be talking to you about the 2023 Fan of the Year award presented by Captain Morgan. We're looking for the ultimate Cowboys fan to spice up the game. That means you eat, sleep, and breathe the Dallas Cowboys. If that's you, or if you know someone like me, then go to DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year, and you could win tickets to Super Bowl 58 and so much more. Enter today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Welcome back to the People Show, Hanging with the Boys, sponsored by Wingstop each and every day where flavor gets its wings. And the third segment is sponsored each and every show by Jigsaw, the proud dating partner of the Dallas Cowboys. All right, last part of the show. Kurt, you got a couple of unanswered questions that
I do.
You do.
Like, who knows me? Is that what I'm supposed to be asking?
We're going to find that out.
Don't.
Eventually.
Don't worry about it.
Then you said somebody was coming on the show on the 18th, or we ain't decided?
We got to confirm it.
Okay.
Just want to make sure that we're.
Nobody takes personal stuff and brings it to the public like this show.
I know.
This show, you got to be careful what you say in private.
Yeah, if you ever hang around us when we're all in the same spot, if you don't say this on the air,
Nate will just tweet it or say it right.
It's all fair game. I'm glad.
I didn't call the guy name.
I'm glad Nate is not good at social media because he would roast us. Like he would just tell y'all what happened today.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We be in trouble.
Yeah.
We be in trouble.
So yeah.
So when are we gonna
But then when Nate says something off the air that's inappropriate, like he did earlier, none of us say anything about it.
Well, y'all can say it.
No.
Not saying that. Definitely not saying that.
I like this show. I want to come back tomorrow.
Jesse said Cowboys have everything. Boy, Jess, I like that, man.
Do they not?
You need to walk right on over there and get that right before the New York Giants game. You need to get that speech right before the New York Giants.
Put it on the big screen.
Yeah. Y'all always do Michael Irvin. Do me.
There you go.
Let me do the pregame speech. You thought Deion had a passionate one.
Oh, that was a good one.
I don't know. That was pretty good.
That was. I don't know. Didn't get a whole lot better than that. That was.
I can
good.
come close.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you going to go out and make guest appearances this year?
Yeah, open week. I told him I'd try to call. He's like, man, I had all my boys. And where you was, Hoggy? I'm like, bro, I was up in Canton. Hoggy.
He had Warren Sapp there.
Yeah. And If Warren would have been all of it doing was laughing, you wanted some of the funny dude.
Keep that dude away from Harry Hines.
Yeah.
Gotta keep Warren Sapp away. Gotta keep him away from Harry Hines. Keep knocking him out. Mouth.
What are you doing over there? Hitting your cough button with your knees?
No,
big old knees.
You know, Warren.
Yeah, Warren.
Stop, both of y'all. All right, anyway, Kurt, what do you have for this
Next
last
time they travel to
I don't
Fort
have
Worth.
anything. I'm listening to this conversation.
Sheesh.
Sal.
You don't have anything?
Oh.
I thought you wanted to know Coach is going to be calling plays faster.
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, I'd ask that. Yeah. So we keep hearing about McCarthy's going to.
Oh, yeah, that stuff. The list that I sent y'all.
Well, I thought you were
No.
running the show.
I thought the same thing, right, Kurt? I'm always gonna be on Kurt's side. I'm not fooling with y'all two.
See, Kurt sides with Jesse one time.
Me and Kurt take
Jesse
over the
changes
world, man.
Kurt's opinion one time in 6 years, and now all of a sudden they best friends.
Kurt's a smart man.
Now they best friends.
He's a smart man. He's an intelligent man.
So the reason they're going to the Super Bowl because Coach going to call plays fast.
Well, that's what I'm asking. They keep saying that there's been this thing now about McCarthy's going to get the play into Dak quicker, so he has more time to figure things. Is that?
Does it help?
Does it help? What is it? What is the advantage? Is it really a thing?
Now that Dak is a premium play caller, they would be on the same way.
We didn't even talk about that. Y'all realize that? When he called the plays that game, like that was like
we did a little bit on Friday when those of us who bothered to be here.
How was the show Friday?
Don't worry about it.
Was it good?
We good. We good.
That's why I didn't say that, because I knew they were waiting on. Then you set yourself up.
We good.
You set yourself up.
Oh, didn't listen? Didn't even support us? That's
We
good.
good. Thank you.
I was traveling for work.
We good. Even more the other reason why we good. You should have put it in your headphones.
Wow.
I couldn't get it on the plane.
Yo,
It was a question. It was a question.
I didn't want to
asked.
spring for the $8 Wi-Fi on the plane.
I'm not worth $30 on Amazon. We ain't worth $8, Kurt. Jeez.
So Coach McCarthy calling quicker plays. Jess, what's up?
Yeah, no, it matters. It matters because what you want from your quarterback is to be able to get to the line of scrimmage and decipher. Because this offense is a quick striking offense. When you do a lot of three-step reads, and now that they're in the shotgun, that's essentially a three-step, right? Three-step, four-step. The ball's coming out quick. So what he's not going to be doing is reading one side of the field and then coming back to the other side of the field. Not every time, right? So the West Coast, the way that it's built and made, it's built for the ball to come out quick, fast, right now. So if he can get to the line of scrimmage and have a clear picture of what they're doing defensively, that now helps him. That now helps the receivers, because you hear him talk about it all offseason of communication. We've communicated better. We understand more. We know what we're doing. We know where we're supposed to be. Well, if you get to the line of scrimmage in enough time, guys now all across the board can look out there and go, okay, that's what they're in, or this is what we think that they're in, and it matches up to what the quarterback thinks. So getting him the play and then getting out of the huddle, getting to the line of scrimmage, calling your protections, and now if I have to make any changes, I'm not hurrying, I'm not rushing. Guys aren't we're all on the same page. They're not confused, and the ball is not going to places where it's not supposed to go. So getting the play in is huge. It's important because you want your quarterback to be able to decipher what that defense is doing and where this ball is going right now.
And it also helps from an offensive line standpoint because they will change plays. And if you get up there early enough and you change that play, we can glance up. But if you get up there late and you go to trying to change plays and they end up moving around, somebody may pay for it and it may be Dak. You don't want that. So.
I would think that'd make it harder, though, because this first down, you don't know if you're going to gain 2 yards or 5 or 8. How quickly can you decipher what to do on second down based on what happens? I would think that would.
Yeah, they pay Mike McCarthy $5 million a year.
I guess so. Yeah,
you get paid a lot of money
so
to be.
Let me ask
you
this right here: if we go over there and say Kurt said this, coach, you think he gonna know you?
No.
Okay, well we ain't even asked the question, because
But that's like, you know, I got your back.
I'm
Kurt.
lucky.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got
I'm
your
lucky
back,
you three know me. So.
Look, they do one show together without me and you, and now they're best friends.
Oh my God!
They're best friends. Jesse talking Kurt out of his
Remember, that's the
opinion,
preacher and that's the
everything.
deacon. So you know they've been boys for a while.
We trying to save sinners like y'all.
Look at this. Week 1 power rankings
Yes.
on NFL Network. They got the Cowboys at 6. Chiefs, Eagles, Bills, 49ers, Bengals, Cowboys, Ravens, Dolphins, Jaguars, Jets.
So they even got them at the NFC Championship game.
I've seen them some as
They
well.
even got them at the NFC Championship game because they go to 49ers again and the Eagles. They go again in the NFC.
But no, this is I'm not listening to Nate. This is Super Bowl or nothing else. This is going to be an interesting week versus the New York Giants because
He always wear a hat though, don't he?
Where's it more than he likes to admit he does?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Since you cut us off, we can cut you off too.
Go ahead, Kurt. Jump in there. Defend your boy.
Help your boy.
You all are crazy.
you don't wear a hat all the time.
You know, you don't agree with the knowledge he's spitting out.
You gotta give it some. You gotta give it some.
Spitting knowledge.
Let's go, Kurt. Let's go.
Hey, tomorrow we have what? 'Cause we
That's
running
a-
out of
that's
time.
an ender.
Tomorrow we have what? Offense.
Our offense.
Cowboys
Cowboys
offense,
offense.
Giants defense.
Yeah.
We'll start doing that on Wednesdays and then flip it on Thursdays. And then, hey, guess what happens on Fridays?
To take calls.
Take calls on Friday.
Giving a
we'll,
number.
we'll mention it on Monday.
If y'all show up.
Hey, Chris,
Yes.
is there another show that laughs more than us?
To last more or laugh? Oh,
Laugh.
Oh, no.
That has more fun.
No.
Derek ain't allowed to laugh on Derek's show.
You can't laugh on that
you
show.
can't
And I
laugh
know
on that show.
Nick ain't going to laugh at himself.
No.
Nick's a funny dude.
Mickey
but-
doesn't laugh either.
No? So we're the most laughed at.
So if
laughable
Mickey
show.
was to laugh, you know how long he'll laugh? It'll take him like 8 hours to say something. So you know,
Okay.
All right.
that's my boy Mick.
Let's get out of here. Cowboys offense.
817-290-3298.
That's the text line. But hey, Friday you can call us at 888-855-2297. We'll be here. We might be here. We might not. With Kurt and Jesse on Friday.
817-298.
All right, fellas. Enjoyed it. Good seeing y'all as always.
man.
We're going to talk a lot of
Hey,
football
NFC
tomorrow.
Championship
For
game.
everybody that thinks we don't talk football, we are talking football.
Football
Cowboys
tomorrow, yeah.
offense, Giants defense.
There you go.
Yes.
When we come back tomorrow on the People Show.
You gonna watch film tonight?
Yes, sir. I'm be on it, man. I went up to Derek and got that free. Go up there and get that free.
All right, get the free. Go upstairs and get the free. And ask everybody if they know Kurt on the way back. Yes. See y'all tomorrow. Bye.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?